oil pressure's up. Before starting, we should have went through this real quick. Pre-flight we did, passenger brief, I'm brief. Hobs intact, was good. Circuit breaker, seat track, fuel valve, avionics, they were all off. Starting engine, we did, this bounces around, carburetor heat and mixture, the throttle was open, the primer you did. Beacon was on, prop area clear, master, we started it, and the oil pressure we checked. Now, we're just going to run through that flow again.
Okay.
Fuel's where we want it. I'll just include everything, if you want the heat on, something like that. Flaps are down, so bring your flaps up where you want them. Now the mixture is where we want it. If we were out in the mountains, if we were learning to fly in, Aspen, we'd lean it. But we're at almost sea level, so we leave it all the way in.
Okay.
The throttle, 1,000 or somewhere close to it. Carburetor heat's in. Trim is set. We're gonna taxi. Turn the taxi light on. Everything else was good. Primer's still in and locked. Mags are on both. Now we come up here. 0 on the airspeed. Attitude's up in the rect, blue over brown. 603 feet, so give that just a little bit of a turn. 0 on the vertical speed, plus or minus 100. That should be set to that, and by golly, it almost is.
Yep.
Right, pretty close.
Yep.
Wings level, ball in the middle. We're leaning to my side. I'm fatter than you, so the ball's over there. Now we come over here. We turn the radio on, just to turn this to standby. 1 click. We come over, and I just kind of give all the gauges a good look. Okay.
Okay.
And we're all set.
On the app, when we check out,
it won't be on the app. You can only do it on the website.
Well, I mean on the website,
okay,
though, on your phone. Do you do that when we taxi always? Because last time, or do you want me to start?
You can start doing it.
Do I do it just when you check in and it?
I do it. I already checked it out when we were standing out.
I wasn't sure what order that goes in.
No, I check it out before you leave, because there may be something that somebody put in that says, "Hey, I flat spotted the tire, and you're not going to want to fly it." And maybe when it was sitting in the hangar, that flat spot was on the bottom. You couldn't see it. When you go to check it out, it'll say that.
Okay.
Okay. And it might say that you can't fly it. Okay. So the mixture we set, our seat belts are on. We brought the flaps up. We don't have an autopilot. Check the heat and vents. See how it bounces around this way.
Yeah.
We checked all those. Avionics, transponder. ATIS and AWOS, that's the wind. We're going to take off on 3-2 this morning. Altimeter set. Lights are set. Now the brakes and everything, we'll just kind of check that as we go. And as we taxi out, and this is more for instrument, but it's applicable here. When we taxi, these instruments are going to do some things. These won't, that won't, this one won't. But these 3 should move a little bit. And I'll show you what those are. So let's go ahead and taxi, don't hit the fuel shed.
Okay, and this one, do we go?
Well, you can go here, you can go over there. I generally go here, it's a lot bigger space.
Okay.
Now as we turn, you'll see this turn banks a little bit, that turns, and that banks a lot, the turn coordinator. And we want to see all those things do that. That means they're working.
Okay.
Okay?
Didn't do a lot of damage to the side of the...
No, the building generally wins.
Okay.
But you can see the mark.
We go here?
Yep. There's about $250,000 right there.
Where's that?
That airplane.
Wow, what type of plane is that again?
Cirrus SR-22.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to pull up just about to the taxiway and then stop. Right up here. Right about here. Yep.
Oh.
I should have been telling you to hold that all the way back. Yep. Okay, that's all right.
Yep.
All right. Now we're just going to hold the brakes. Now we can release this because we're not taxiing. So now we have a run-up to do. Okay, before takeoff, we're going to do a flow again. Okay, first thing we can do is check the controls. It goes all the way here. There. There. Checking the whole thing. And then your feet. There's controls there. All right. Now remember that flow that we did, the fuel's on, right? Our mixture's rich. Our throttle's going to go to 1,700. Okay, hold it there, hold the brakes. Now once I'm there, I come over here first. I want to make sure that I have my oil pressure and everything. That if I don't, then I want to pull the power back. Okay, hold your brakes. There you go. Okay, so oil pressure's up, oil temperature won't be up yet. Fuel gauges, don't trust them, we checked it. Amp should be right about here. If it's way over to the right, probably your starter's stuck on.
Okay.
Or some other problem. And your suction gauge should be just over 5 or right around 5.
All right.
So then I come right back to where I started. Now we can pull the carb heat out. Going to see a decrease in RPM.
Yep.
Push it back in. There's an increase in RPM. Lights are the way I want them. So I'm going to do that mag check. 2 clicks to the left. Little drop. 2 clicks to the right. 1 click to the left. 1 click to the right.
Okay.
Okay. They're all good. The primer's in and locked, right?
Yep.
Okay. I can pull my power back all the way out to idle. All the way out. There you go. Keeps running. Now go right back to 1,000. Okay. I have 122.9. The radio's on. 1200. And I turn the transponder to altitude. 2. Click. There you go. Now that's all set. Now, checklist. Parking brake was our feet. Flight controls we did. Fuel valves on. Trim is set for takeoff. I didn't mention that, so we caught that. Mixture was set. Throttle we did 1,000. We checked the mags. We checked the carb heat. Engine instruments and amp meter we checked. Suction gauge we checked. We checked the idle. Throttle friction lock. Doors and windows. Strobes and landing lights. We'll get the landing light as we pull out. Transponder, we're on altitude. Time record, brakes release, and an abort plan.
All right.
All right, so we did all of it.
Good.
We caught just the trim, and that's what it's for. We did it twice. Okay?
Okay.
And it's actually, it'll be faster to do the flow and to come back through here than it will be to sit here and do that.
One at a time and bounce around.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Got it?
All right, got it.
We're going to back taxi on runway 32.
Okay. Riverview Cessna 18 Golf, back taxi, runway 32, Riverview.
All right. Yoke all the way back. All right, ready when you are. Release the yoke, let it be. There you go. Remember, right rudder, try to keep it right in the middle of the, keep that straight. There you go. Now just raise the nose up in the air, a little bit more, a little bit. That'll be, hold it right there. And, off it goes. Don't keep pulling up, don't keep pulling up, don't keep pulling up. We want to see it's not a rocket. It won't do that. Remember, we want to look for that 80 pitch, which is about right.
So right where those trees are, I should be
Right
seeing the
about
top
there,
of the
yep.
camber.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Why don't you push your little cold air vent in up there?
That's there. Thank
There we
you.
go.
That was
Yep, relax a little bit. I always tell people,
I know. It's
just relax.
hard to fight that.
Yep, I do it too. I get knots in my back with students. Right between my shoulders, they just burn. Because I'm sitting here all tense. I gotta learn to relax. Probably never know it, but I am not a patient. I was never a patient person. And this has taught me a lot of patience.
Yeah. Oh, we appreciate that.
My first students, I was a little more enthusiastic in my explanation of things when they did them wrong. All right, let's turn left and go. You see the towers there? Just go left of the towers about a mile. Yeah, you like the way I say that instead of saying I get pissed off and tell them to knock it off.
Yeah.
All right, we want to keep climbing. See how that nose is down? There you go. A little bit more to the left.
Yeah.
It's one of those, there's that tower. Why do we want to get that close to it?
Yep.
There's a whole world away from it.
There we go. Going up to 2,000, you said, or
yeah,
do you want to
fine.
keep?
2,000's fine. We don't need to waste our time going any higher.
All right. You want me to do a little trim, or do you
Push
want to?
the nose. It's push the nose first. Yep, don't even touch the trim.
Okay.
Just push the nose first. You want to hold the nose in a level flight attitude. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay, now pull your power out a little bit.
There.
Okay, now trim it. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. When you trim, the nose shouldn't move. If you trim and the nose moves, that means you're flying it with the trim. And I probably haven't showed that to you, so as long as we're going out here, let's do that. I have the airplane for just a minute.
Okay.
This is why we don't fly with the trim. The trim is very delayed. I have the airplane, so the trim is very delayed. So if I do this, it's going to keep going and going and going until I do this, and then if I do this, I can get it.
Roller coaster.
Okay? But it's going to be hard to find where I need to be because it's behind. But
You kind of
if
have
I
to
take
feel.
this and do that, and then just trim away the pressure, then I can let go and then it's fine. And on a calm morning like this, you should be able to fly just like that. Doesn't even feel like we're moving. Alright?
Perfect.
Okay, your airplane.
My airplane.
And it
Okay,
won't be
I have the
perfect.
control.
It'll slowly move here and there, but
So yeah, you're just trimming until you feel that pressure again.
yeah, get rid of the pressure.
Okay.
That's all you're doing is you
Yep.
fly it here, get rid of the pressure there. Alright, you see that water tower there?
Yep.
Anywhere kind of within a mile of either side of that's a good spot to do our maneuvers.
And we're going to start with rectangle.
Rectangular course, so
Okay.
let's go ahead. We can start down. We're past the towers and all the people sleeping. So we can go down to 1,500 feet. So now, easiest thing to do, push the nose down. we might as well get some of our speed back, and we're not in a hurry. Push the nose down a little bit, and then hold it right there. It's going to want to push back on you. Roll some nose down, trim in, and take the pressure away. Nose down is forward.
Yep.
If you're pushing here, push here. I was a little short on my honey and my tea this morning.
Oh.
It was a little cold in the kitchen this morning, so my honey didn't come out as quick.
my heat was actually on in my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got it turned off, so.
Yeah, I think I set parameter, like, it's the Nest thermostat, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like turn on if it gets below 64 or something. But
Okay. My wife and I both like it cold.
yeah, I do too. Yeah.
My ex-wife liked it 120 because she was born from the bowels of hell. So it was home to her. All right, so we're following what looks like a really nice paved road.
Yeah, this road right here.
We were just going, oh, this little thing wants to stick out. If we were just flying in the other direction, it'd be perfect.
Yep.
So we can turn around and do that,
Mm-hmm.
you know? But we don't need to do it right now. So, I'd say that's actually a guy's private airport and his driveway.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know him. I know of him, and I'd really like to live in that house. I'd really like to have a private runway driveway.
It's pretty nice, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, these are nice out here.
There's a few of them. Hey, he's got a hangar. Just taxis down his driveway. Or down one driveway to get on the bigger one, and then... Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Yep, he's even got runway lights on it.
Wow.
Life is tough. Alright, so let's go past this road. So we got an intersection right here.
Right down here, yep.
Yeah, let's pass that by about a mile or so, and then we'll just turn around and come back. And I'll enter it and show it to you.
Okay.
And then I'll have you do it.
Typically, the distances between like this one and this.
So here's a quarter mile. A half mile will be the edge of these trees, or that little ditch right there.
Yep.
And then a mile's the next road. So now here, there's actually so there's a half mile. Here's a quarter mile, and outside, well, if you look down here, there's a little road and a power line, and then the next road. So there's kind of quarter mile marks, if you know what you're looking for. All right, let's go ahead and turn around. Like there's a half mile, quarter mile, and a mile.
Okay.
So here the quarter mile mark is that little strip of right in between. There's a tree at the end of it. So we are just about at a quarter mile, about right there. Not very long. Only, what, 400 yards?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to steal the airplane from you.
Okay.
I got it. About 2,400 RPM. I'm not in a huge hurry. Right now, I am about a half a mile away. And there's the mile road. So I'm right in between them. Mile road, half mile. I'm going to turn. I'm going to enter on the 45, and I'm going to go to about a quarter of a mile.
Okay, yep, so we're entering the 45 on the downwind right now.
Yep. So here I am.
Sorry if I'm pushing on the rudders.
That's all right, just relax. And then here is a quarter mile right on the edge of the trees. Kind of see that. If you look up, you kind of see some things line up out there a little bit. Basically, that's all I'm going to do is I'm just going to fly to that until I get to another road. Which, look at, there's another road. So this is my fastest. Now I'm going to start the turn, and if I look out the window, there's some trees right here in a line. That's a quarter mile.
Okay.
Now if there's wind, a lot of wind, just fly a little bit wider. So quarter mile's probably a little tight. So we'll be, but now look at how I'm getting blown off to the right, so I have to keep that turn coming. So I'm going to be just outside a quarter mile, all right? And there's my crab, look at that.
Yep.
Quite a bit. I want to be plus or minus 100 feet. I'm getting a little close to that, so I'm going to bring the nose up just a little, start bringing that back. Now I'm coming up to my next road, which is right there. If I look out, there's a row of trees and a field there. That's a quarter mile. Okay? So now I'm going to start this turn, and I'm going to fly just outside those trees again. Now I'm going right into the wind. If you look out, there's a power line on the right, and there's kind of a row of trees way out there. I'm going to stay just hugging that row of trees a little bit. That's how I can keep my distance. So I can look out and see the road, but I can't see it as well as you can because it's on your side. So I'm getting a little far out, so I'm just going to do this. So I'm just going to sit here until I get to my road. Now look at how long it takes me to get back. Going into that wind. Going into that wind. And I don't turn until I get to the road that I'm going to cross. Okay, so here's the road that I started. Right? Now here it's just a nice easy bank. There's power lines for a half mile, right out in the just on the other side of the trees there. That's a half mile. And there's like a little ditch here and a little row of trees, and kind of see little bits of a line there. So I'm just going to do this. But now I'm going to have to not turn all the way. I'm going to have to stop about right here somewhere. Probably right about there.
See the wind pushing.
Yep. So I got my crab in.
Yep.
Perfect day for this. It's smooth, but you can really see that wind. I'm getting a little further away, so just a little bit like that. So here comes the next road. Now this one, I'm going to accelerate. My ground speed's going to increase. I'm going to start this turn. Looking out here for a quarter mile. Probably those trees there, I'm guessing. Oh yeah. Fly just outside of those trees. Like that.
Nice.
Okay? So I'm going to give you the airplane back.
Okay, I have the controls.
Okay. Yep. Now, we're going to do that same thing. Just do the exact same thing I did.
Okay.
So relax, let the airplane fly. We're not really doing a whole lot right here. Small changes. Here's our next turn. Don't turn until we cross the road. Don't anticipate it. Now. Okay, so these trees are the quarter mile.
Which ones?
Right underneath your wing here, right in front, right there. Keep your turn coming. Don't let the nose drop. Don't let the nose drop. So there's the quarter-mile line, and here's the half-mile line. So now roll level. There you go.
Yeah, it's almost harder to just figure out, keep an eye on what distances look like what.
Yep. And, you know, you
And
can
then
look
is
out
this
your
the-
window, yeah.
I kind of look at my strut here.
Yep, yep.
Is this the... This is where we'll turn after we get over this
Yep,
road.
yep.
Okay, I'm starting to see that there.
So we got blown out just a little bit. Don't start your turn yet.
Sorry.
Not tell the, now start your turn. Now it's a little shallower bank. Now here's the quarter-mile line. See the little row of trees right on this side of the house?
Yep.
And the half mile's on the other side, so fly out a little bit. Don't rush it, don't rush it. Because the last one, the half-mile line was right out my window. Here the half-mile line's 200 yards to my right, or 300 yards, because it's those power lines. So if you wanted to be the same distance as we were last time, you would be all the way out here.
Okay.
Okay? And I don't mind you being closer, you just want to be consistent. We have to be the same distance from the road every time. So there we are.
Okay.
So there's about where we were on the other side, and if you look out, your road's about on your strut at the same spot.
Okay.
Okay, so now I look out the front, and we're actually moving this way a little bit. So bank to the right, turn to the right, just a little bit, and then roll it level. That's all the change you needed. Okay, so now here's our next point. Yep, roll it level, keep it level. Now we start that turn right here, and it's very shallow. Okay? So if you look out off in the distance on the other side of the trees, there's a little power line. Right? See it?
Oh, yep.
Okay, that's a half mile. So you want to get out to that half mile if you want to be the same distance. As you get better, bring it in a little tighter. You can see it's hard to get out to that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's fly a little closer. Let's do one more circuit here.
Sure.
And let's try to keep it a little closer to the quarter mile, or right in between them.
All right. So is the quarter mile usually with the distance you try to do with your
I do
rectangle?
it just over a quarter, between a quarter and a half.
Okay.
A lot of times I'm right in between it. I can see the line on each side, and I just...
All right.
All right, there, start your turn right there. So it's about this guy's driveway at this farm. It's almost a quarter mile. And a half mile is this next line, so you're right in between them. Yep, don't be quiet, Jack. I guess you're pretty good. That's pretty good. So you got a half mile line road up there. There you go. So here's your road, right as you cross it, right there, go. Yeah, it's hard to do a quarter because it's just too close. Put that right between a quarter and a half, you're right on it. Now that wind's really going to push, so that way, that way, that way.
There.
Yep, that's about there. As soon as the world stops moving sideways. You know, don't rush this one. go. Nice. Got the difference between the banks. That's what I want to see.
That course felt a little bit better.
Yep, that was good. Down here though, the wind's not coming straight at us, it's coming from just over here. And you'll see we're just slowly drifting to the left. So, turn the airplane to the right, get the nose into the wind a little bit more, and stop the drift. There you go. Piece of cake, right?
That was fun. Good practice.
We're going to do 2 more turns, and then we'll do a turn about a point. So let's go ahead and start the turn. Nice and shallow here.
Ottawa Executive Automated Advisory. Wind 200 at 3 knots. Temperature 13 Celsius. Over.
This is traffic, red, white, float plane. About 5 to the southeast, level 1800, planning to left downwind, 20 auto exact.
Every morning Gary's out, it seems like. Okay, here's our last turn coming up. Right there. Little bit too much. Got a little too close, yep. Yep, just got to see that as we're turning.
I can see that.
Yep. All right, now we exit. We entered just right here. Now we exit right off that way. So just turn to the right. And then roll level and we're done.
That was great.
All right. So I'm looking around here. There's a nice intersection right here.
The one right here?
Yep. So we want to be on that side of it, going that way. So let's fly to the south.
You're having to go out and then probably loop.
Yep. We know it takes us over a quarter mile to turn around to do 90-degree turn, so. Actually a really nice day for this. There's enough wind that you can see it.
You can feel.
But it's really smooth.
I'm glad to hear that.
Well, there's a lot harder days.
Alright.
Now fly that way, further than you think you should. Yeah, just go straight towards the lake, right along this road here, so.
Looks like traffic, float plane downwind, 20.
lost the intersection, but
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure
right
we'll-
over here. You see the water tower?
Yeah.
You go straight that way from the water tower, you'll be there. So let's start a right-hand turn. And tell you what, I'm going to take the airplane and show you what we're going to do.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay, power set.
Company traffic, Cessna 13770.
All right, so there's a farm right there, right?
Maneuvering.
Lots of them.
Well, one right here.
The
The silos on it.
oh, yep.
Okay, so that's going to be my starting point, and I'm going to be just outside of that.
Out of this, and is that the intersection?
That's the intersection.
Perfect.
Okay? So I'm going to be just outside of it.
Traffic, full plane, turn to base, 20.
All right, so right when I get here, start this bank, and I'm looking for that quarter-mile line, this house, and I want to be outside of it. Okay, so now I know I'm going to get that. Okay, I'm looking out here. I'm going to say just outside the substation there. Just on the other side of it. So now as I come around here, you know, I had quite a bit of bank in there. Now look at how slow I'm going. Shouldn't be any level flight in here, just sometimes you don't have much bank in. So now as I'm coming out here,
Full plane,
oh, just outside that pond, probably right about over the red building there. Oh, you're gonna go, man, it seems like he's gonna fly right past it. Because my nose is way the heck over here, right? But just wait. Now as that wind comes in, starts pushing me. Yeah, I'm not getting any further away anymore, really.
No.
Okay, so now I'm looking back out at that farm over there, and almost right over the house next to the farm.
Now you're gonna get a little.
I'm getting a push, going faster. I'm looking out, there's that other farm, little hobby farm there or whatever. So now, look at how I'm getting pushed. So now I'm going to my steepest bank. Getting pushed right out here. I'm still getting pushed, but now I'm not getting any further away really. I'm looking out here just on, now I gotta start taking that bank out. Let the wind just kind of, it's almost like, I feel like I'm drifting in a car a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of sliding around the corner. Because that little ditch there is a quarter mile and I want to be just outside of it. So I'm going to get there. I'm looking at that little red barn or shed or whatever the heck you want to call it. Got a little greenhouse out there, probably growing some pot.
Yep. Right on.
Okay, so now as I come around here, I'm going to let you take it as soon as I get pointed to the east. Okay, I'm going to roll it level just for a second.
Okay.
Because we'd start it right here. Go ahead, roll in your bank. Now you're going just outside that farm there. Let the wind push you out. Nice.
There's the one mark right here.
Yep. Now just look out here. We're just outside that substation. Kind of that brown house there, just outside that brown house on the road. taking it out. You're going to get there way too soon. See how quickly we got there? So now you actually, if you want to get this right, you have to do this. Otherwise, you're going to, let's keep doing what you were doing.
Okay.
Okay? See how much closer you are to that?
Yeah.
See how much closer to the road we are?
Mm-hmm.
The wind's squishing your circle.
Okay.
So now when we get here, our nose is pointed in the wrong direction. Even if we're in the spot we want to be, now keep going, try to get to that other house, because now you're going to have to really start cranking it in. Oh, don't get there too quick though. So what you're flying is a diamond.
That one didn't feel as good as yours.
Nope. Okay, watch your altitude. Don't let the nose drop. Fly out and around. Don't fly to it. Fly out and around to it. Yep, get that bank in. This is the one that pushes us away. Don't have much of a problem with this one. It's the other ones, and that's pretty normal. So now we ignore that. Look out at the next one.
Okay.
Imagine a line going around to it. Okay, so that bank just a little bit. Yep, you're just about right. Won't take any bank out. There you go. Patience through these corners. Now you're continually letting it out just a little bit at a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time. So we're almost level. Now we're looking out at the next one. Now see how our angle's a lot different?
Yes.
We don't want to go to it. We want to go out and around to it. So now, because the wind is pushing, If you slowly start bringing your bank in just a couple degrees. Okay, so now we got that made. So now look over at that other house just under our wings, just in front of it now. That's where we're going, right?
Right over there.
Yep. So now the wind's going to push us to it. So we don't have to rush until we get about right here. Now just start bringing that bank in, bringing that bank in, bringing that bank. Not too much, just nice and slow, nice and slow. Okay, so we're going to make that. There's nothing we can do. Look over at the next point. Okay, keep that bank coming, keep that bank coming, keep that bank coming. So we were slowly increasing the bank, Now we got that made. Now we look over at that brown house over there again, right about there. Now, as soon as we start going into the wind, now we start taking it out slowly. There you go, slowly taking it out. There you go. Yep, gotta keep it coming, we don't want to get too far away. Now look over at that red barn. Now you gotta take a bunch of it out. Got squished a little bit here, but not too bad. This is the corner everybody sucks at. Okay, there you go. Look at the next one. Yeah, little wide. All right.
Oh, I was looking at the green.
Let's exit and go straight this way.
All right.
There, we exit maneuver. Now the next thing we should do is S turns across the road. And here's a road. I don't know if it ends though. It may end at those trees. We'll see if we can find another one coming up. And we're going to do these to the left. And we're just going to do half of turnabout a point. No, it doesn't end there. I think it keeps going. So I'm going to take the airplane from you.
Okay.
Okay, here it is. So an S-turn is just as we cross the road. I'm going to roll into my steepest bank. There's a half mile right at this pond, right out here. So there's a quarter-mile line. The half-mile line is right here, and if you look out over here in front, there's a road right in front of us. That's a half mile. Okay, so I just went past that half mile. Now, as I'm coming this way, I can't really see the road, I have to imagine. That's right there, I guess. I'm taking that bank out. I went a little further out than I wanted to. So now my whole goal is to get to the road going that way at the same time.
Is that the road right
Right here, yeah.
here? Yep.
Yep.
Okay. In the middle of all these trees.
So here I am. I got there just a little early. There's west. I just crossed the road. Now here I'm going to slowly bring it in because I need to get out here.
And fight the wind, so
Fight
you're going to
the
be
wind.
a little shallower on
Yep.
your...
So here's my quarter mile. It's right, kind of see the edge of the trees here. And the half mile is about that pond over here in a driveway. And I need to get out to it. Actually, the half mile's right here. There's a road. So I've made it to it. So now here's where I get to rush things a little bit because I'm going to be in a... Wind's pushing me, and I'm going to get to this road. So notice I got quite a bit of bank in, and I'm just kind of holding it, holding it, holding it, holding it, holding it. I want to go east. Just as that road comes under my butt, there it is. Road comes under my butt when I'm level. I go right in the other direction. There's my half mile line. I'm not going to go quite out quite as far this time.
Okay.
I'm going to go right to here, just inside the half mile. Okay. Now here, I'm going to slowly start bringing it out. Oh, my road ends. That happens. Okay, so I'm a little less bank. Alright, so as I cross the road there, I'm going west. I'm crossing the road right now, and I keep going. So, let's fly up this way a ways, come back. I'll have you do a couple of those, and then we're going to head back.
Okay.
Okay? Your airplane.
I have the controls.
Anyway, just fly right over towards the water tower over there. And then we'll just loop back and do that same thing on one of these roads.
You want to do the road we're over right now, or the other one up
yeah,
there?
we can do that one.
So we're over one right now.
Yep, just fly out that way a ways. Maybe you see those greenhouses just on the west side of this road?
Yep.
Okay. Maybe we'll start them
Down
somewhere
there,
over there.
right?
Yeah, way down there. A couple miles away. We'll just start it down there.
Okay.
So we want to go up around it and then get it that way.
Crabbed into the wind a little bit.
A little bit. You know why it's going to get windy later today?
Yep.
Sitting on my phone hurts my butt after a while.
I'm going to turn left then.
All right.
And then right when I cross over the road, I'm going to keep turning left.
Turning left. Yep. Going a half a circle. So, quarter-mile line we're just crossing. Half-mile line's right out here, that driveway going to the pond. Now you're going to want to start taking the bank out. We don't want to get to that. We don't want to get to west too soon, or we'll be there well before the road. So right now we're already to the west, so we have to roll level, and we're that much too soon, because we have to cross the road first. So we don't want that. So there, now you go. Now if you look out, not much bank. Remember, we want to get out. A half-mile line is, see the cows? It's just on this side of the cows. There's a row of trees out here.
Okay.
So we need to get out to it. What you'll find is if you don't get out to it, it's really hard to get back because you're going to be too tight. So there's about that. That's about right. Yep. So now roll right to about 30 degrees of bank with this wind. Then you got to hold it there. Don't let the nose drop. Don't let the nose drop. Keep that banking. Right there. Keep it coming. Keep it. And we're going. Yep, keep it coming right there. Now, roll right the other way. Boom. Okay, so the half-mile line's these trees. Let it push you out. Let it push you out. Let it push you out. A little tight on this side. Now make the road going that way. There shouldn't be any level flight except when we pass through it. It's just all timing.
Yep. A little bit better.
A little bit.
Go right.
Now there's a road that we have to get out to. That's your half-mile road right out there. So just, yep, but not too much bank because you'll never get out there.
Nope.
You want to go out that way. You want to get your out first. Because now, right now, you're going to have a heck of a time getting back to that road. Actually, I don't think you're going to make it. Try it, though. Our road ended. It's actually this house right here. There you go. Yeah, you made it. All right, there you go. Let's head back to the airport. So, there's the Grand Valley Towers.
Yep.
Okay, so we can just kind of, actually, this road is probably, what is that, Fillmore?
Yes.
Yeah, let's just follow Fillmore up.
Those were fun.
There you go.
A lot of flying, you know.
It's a lot of flying. Oh, just feel.
Yeah. Takes practice and
Yep. All right, we go up to 1,600 feet. So let's gain a couple hundred. Riverview traffic, Cessna 18 Golf. We're about 6 miles to the west inbound 32 Riverview. The winds are at some of these places. I'm assuming runway 32, but maybe 14. All right, straight across the runway. We can use 32.
32?
Yeah,
Winds straight from 27?
Yeah, it's about 240, 230 on the ground.
Okay.
So just basically follow Fillmore and it's going to turn into Cottonwood, and that's kind of our downwind for runway 32. Nice and easy. Oh, I was checking the winds. A party just canceled that I didn't want to go to tonight.
Oh.
Yay!
That's good.
Yeah. I'm excited now. Hey, here's your neighborhood.
Yep. That's right. I can see my house. Garage doors open. See the camper in the driveway.
My wife was trying to convince me to buy a condo in there.
Oh, yeah. They just put those in.
Yep, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids in that neighborhood.
I said, no. I wouldn't mind the kids. My daughter would enjoy that, but
Yeah.
she loses me when she says, I found a great subdivision. I'm like, I'm not living in a subdivision. Told her, I said, I want to have to text or call my neighbor to see what they're doing, not look out my window.
Yeah, there's a
grew-
lot of people in the neighborhood.
Yep, I grew up on a farm, so
Yeah.
I'm not a big... My closest neighbor was, about a half a mile away.
Okay.
And that was one. It was an old lady and her husband. And then the next neighbor was like a mile away. All right, let's go ahead and pull our carb heat out.
All right.
Throttle to 1500 RPM. While we do that, hold the nose up, just like we were doing with the flaps when we do that. Yep, get that power right out. Right there. Okay. Perfect. Trim. 2 trims down. 1, 2. Put in 10 degrees of flaps. I'll let the nose kind of control it, but just let it drop to about right. A little bit more down, a little bit more down. Kind of where it wants to go, right about there. Okay, now let's start a turn to the left. Here's our rectangular course. We want to, runways here, we want to end up at a 90-degree angle to it. Oh, keep that turn coming, keep that turn coming. Right about there, roll level. Okay, roll in about a quarter, nose down trim, put in 20 degrees of flaps. And start your turn. Yep, don't let the nose up, don't let the nose up. Nose down, look out the front, a little bit more. So I don't look at the runway so much as I have an idea of where it's extended out to. The runway's not going to move, but the nose of our airplane is. So I have spent a lot of time looking more out the front than about anything else.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. You gotta just figure out where the runway is as I'm turning. And,
Yeah, you can't see it because it's under the wing. But people sit there and do this. Well, that's not going to help us. This is going to help us. And the runway as we turn, I can guarantee you it's still going to be there when we turn. Okay. Looking real nice. So once we're just about over the trees,
Okay.
we're going to pull our power out first. Right about there. Pull your power out, let the nose drop. 30 degrees of flaps. Right. Okay. Now don't smash into the ground. Look at the far, yep, little high. It's nice, small, yep, don't push, so don't ever push. So now it's just a little right rudder. See how that straightens it out? Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Holding that nose off still. That's the challenge, don't touch the nose wheel. Keep holding it.
Okay.
Till right. Boom, it's done. Now keep that yoke back. Slide your feet up, get on the brakes, just nice and easy. Up yoke all the way, there you go. Nice and easy on the brakes. A little bit more. Don't be that guy though, leaving black marks. Okay, carb heat in. You can just reach over, flip that flap switch, then forget about it for a minute, and we'll turn around. So there's how you start your day.
That's a good start to a day.
8:30.
Perfect. You have any more lessons today?
I was supposed to have 3 more.
Oh, jeez. You're busy.
I am.
You know when you have to go again for your job?
Monday.
Oh, somewhere fun?
I fly out to Seattle, pick up daughter and granddaughter, and bring them back.
Okay. Seattle, have you been out there a lot or just?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Go out
Is that
there.
where they live?
That's where the daughter and granddaughter and,
Okay.
and son-in-law live.
I've never been out there.
My wife would move out there right now. If I said, hey, I got a job in Seattle, you want to move? She'd go, yep,
Oh,
let's go.
I've heard it's really nice.
It's
pretty
beautiful. There's too many, the traffic is awful
cool. Oh,
because it's smashed up against mountains.
yeah.
So there's one road, I-5. Oh,
Yes, is that
it's
it?
terrible.
Oh.
But I have 3 nieces, a nephew, 3 grandnieces, or great nieces, and 1 great nephew out there.
Really?
So I like going out there, yeah. I got
You got a lot of family.
one niece out there who's a physical therapist. I got 1 niece out there who is the vice president of emergency management for Starbucks. That's a pretty cushy job.
Oh, yeah. That'd
And then
be pretty cool just to work for Starbucks Corp.
yeah, I call it, my wife is white, so she loves Starbucks. A white woman, middle-aged.
Of course.
So when we went there, I kept telling her, I said, oh, we're taking you to the mothership. You're going to the mothership.
That's true.
Yeah. So Starbucks headquarters goes through $30,000 worth of creamer just in the headquarters every month.
What?
They spend $30,000 in coffee creamer.
$360,000 a year on creamer.
$360,000 a year on creamer just for their employees in their headquarters.
Because they give it to them for free.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
They have, is it 7 or 9 restaurants?
Whoa.
In the
God.
yeah, my niece is like, do you want sushi? Do you want Mexican? Do you want tapas? Do you want? I'm like, sushi's good. Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, they have the reception area, and then behind it's this big stairwell that walks up. Metal handrails wrapped in leather, hand-stitched leather.
Oh, jeez.
And I told my wife,
Now you know
I
why
said, do you
you're
want to know?
latte.
I said, you know how much? Do you want to know how I know you pay too much for your coffee?
Yes.
I said that banister is wrapped in, or handrail is wrapped in hand-stitched leather, and my niece is wearing Louis Vuitton high-heeled shoes. That's how I know you're paying too much for coffee. All right. So to shut everything off, 1,000 RPM. Off. Off. Taxi light and landing light off. 1,000 RPM, pull a mixture. Trim. Set. Master off, key off.
Yep.